everyone. We have audio still playing. Oh, it's from my YouTube. How are you all doing on this Monday morning? I hope you're all excited like me. We're going to be reviewing your open source projects and giving you a shout out. I'm super excited, and we've got people here already. Saga, I think, was first. Francesco, Ison, awesome to have you all here. I am super excited. I don't know why the timer is running. I have not started reviewing anything yet, so we need to remove the timer for the moment, and we will start that again. As you can see, it starts when we review our open source projects. We will also probably be doing Radio Eddy shortly. So if any of you want to join me on a live stream to review your profiles or someone else's, you're more than welcome. Join me for a few minutes, practice your public speaking and geek out. So awesome to have you here. Francesco, thank you so much for complimenting my audio. I have my favorite mic here, brought all this way from the UK to Portugal, but unfortunately it will not be following me to Bali. So I have got my screen share ready, and we are going to start looking at that. Vignesh, awesome to have you here. So love that. You know what? I should have brought these up during the intros. There were some really great comments. I like this. Nice intro. Thank you. I'm still working on my intros and my setups and so forth. So let's see how it goes. Awesome. Yes, tell us about your recording, Francesco. Everyone who doesn't know who Francesco is a DevOps developer, has a YouTube channel, does so many awesome collaborations with people on their YouTube channel, so it's super fun. Yeah, Francesco, let us know what you just recorded, and look forward to geeking out with you more. I look forward to looking at some of your open source projects. Nice office, thank you. Did you see the blooper from yesterday where Sarah and me were recording for Eddie Hub, and I kind of was messing about. She wasn't too happy. But awesome to have you here. Rohan has also started a YouTube channel. We've got Sahitya, hopefully I pronounced your name right. Apologies if I didn't, from LinkedIn as well. That's great. Simran. I'm good. How are you doing? It's sunny in Portugal. I think I have too much sun coming in from the windows. I try and block those out so I can just use my lights. I will get a camera behind me so you all can see my current setup. Kelly, long time no see. How are you doing? Hope you're well. It's a never-ending process. I read that as never-ending, kind of never-rendering process. You're right. Cool. So, Ishan, you obviously saw the video. Whee! I was on my chair, like spinning around. Exactly. Cool. Eleanor, a long time. I hope you're doing well and loving the dog photos. Sarah gave me a sneak peek of the dog photos. Really love them. Pets and tech. So anyone who's watching, don't forget to send your pets photos, and we'll include them in the newsletter. Awesome. Okay, you know what? Let's get started. Let's do a few. I've got a timer I want to test out. It's a 4-minute timer. I think 4 minutes is good to review an open source project with your help. Let's see how we get on. We have a lot to do today. So for those of you who don't know, we do have a GitHub organization. You're all welcome to join. We're almost approaching 1,000 members in our GitHub org. So that is great. I've got Rohan from LinkedIn as well. Yeah, I'm trying to stream to LinkedIn as well. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, it's the Pets and Tech is doing really well, and thank you to lots of like people like yourself who are sending in the photos, because it couldn't be done without you. So thank you so much. I'm always shouting something. I'm quite loud. I should actually record like some of our kind of working days, and you'll hear most of Sarah's comments are, Eddie, you don't need to shout. Don't get so excited. So I'll try and speak more quietly. In my new office, meditating, then I'm going to work out. Love that. Wellness, super important. We do have a wellness channel in our Discord, and I know Eleanor always supports that as well. So really appreciate that. And Kelly, do share what you're doing and what works for you. It might help other people as well. No worries, anytime. Okay, so what we need to do is go to our support repo, and then we will go to issues, and we will see lots of issues. Some of them GitHub profiles, some of them open source projects. We're just going to filter by the common thing that's common across all of them, which is a live stream review. And you can see We are on 5 pages last time, and now we're down to 4. So that's good. I don't think we'll get down to 3, but see if we can get down to 3.5. Let's see, because yeah, the 4th page is quite full. So mine is at the bottom. I'm going to leave that. I really want all of you to review that for me. Bobby submitted a few in order, so we did Bobby's last time. So we'll come back to that again next time, give it a bit of a break. And who do we have first on the live stream? Okay, it's going to be a GitHub profile. I see the community has given back some feedback already. Absolutely love that. Thank you, Tom, who's also known as Schmelto, for removing Stalebot. Gets a bit excited now, and I am a bit behind. So let's just say reviewing on a live stream. I need to put the live stream link in. Don't forget, all of you, I want your feedback on these. You leave them in the chat. I can include them in my message. You can also raise issues for the points that I raise for your own point, and you'll get a green square on GitHub for every issue, discussion, or commit or pull request that you raise. So let's get those green squares and help your profile stand out. More people from YouTube. I never streamed on LinkedIn. Yeah, this is the second time I do it. I did it last time. I didn't get much engagement from it, but I want to keep trying. With StreamYard, I can easily just tick Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and all the rest. But I've just done YouTube and LinkedIn. I don't like to split my audience too much, but let's see. And I've also learned a trick where you can, 30 minutes into the stream, you can say, thank you very much, LinkedIn, but we're going to end this stream on LinkedIn only. Come over to YouTube to continue watching to kind of drive people over. So, great question. To join the live stream, to join the GitHub organization, you can raise an issue on our support repo. So this is I'll share a link to the support repo. And when you raise an issue, if I show you, go to the issue section. You'll be given some options. So, GitHub profile review, ideas, etc. But there's one that says invitation to GitHub community organization. You raise that, and the bot will automatically add you to our organization. And then you can get more involved and geek out with us a lot more. So yes, hopefully that helps. Okay. Francesco, when are you going to jump on the live stream and review some of these with me? Who thinks Francesco should jump on the live stream for a few minutes and review some? And what about, who else is it? Kelly. Kelly's working out. Kelly, when you finish working out, let us know if you want to join us on the live stream. Eleanor hasn't joined me yet either, so it would be good to have more people on here. Okay, so let's have a look. So this is the issue. I need to share the issue so you all can leave your own thoughts and comments as well if you want. And let me open it. Let's have a look. So let's see. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sub. So thank you very much for sharing your profile. Let's have a look. What do you all think? Oh, Green Square has a game on it. Is that an animated GIF? Must be. Oh, it's an SVG. Interesting. Okay. And so does it repeat over and over, I'm guessing? Or is it like Game of Life where it's different every time? I'm doing refresh. Let's see. It went down and then up. No, I think it's on repeat. It's kind of like okay, that looks pretty cool. I like the progress bar on the bottom. I like your social links along the top. I think it looks really, really good as well. I think there's a lot of animation going on though. I think it's quite distracting. I think it's good to have 1 or 2 things animated. But yes, not to have everything animated. I love that community support. Eleanor is giving Francesco some support. I don't know if Francesco is still here. I know he had a really busy day today. He already live streamed this morning, already recorded a video, done lots of stuff. Carl, awesome to have you here. How's everything going in Germany? Hope you're doing well. Everyone, if you don't know, Carl has done amazing work on our API, and I need to get back onto that because Carl's done loads of work. I need to pull my own weight. Yeah, I think LinkedIn streaming came out a while ago, but no one seems to really use it. So yeah, we've got, as you can see, if I bring up, hopefully I pronounce your name right, Sahitya, you can see next to their profile picture has LinkedIn because that's a comment from LinkedIn. So no problem, you're welcome. Right, so yeah, I think there's too much animation. I'm gonna leave that as a comment. I want to say, looks good, some thoughts, and I'm going to say that I think there are too many things that are animated. Limit this to a few. Just my opinion. What do you all think? You could say, hey, Eddie, you're talking rubbish. We love everything animated. Animate the world. I'm currently working Open the Stream on a second student again. I'm not that active today. Well, thank you so much for having it open. Even if you have to mute me, you really help my stats. So really appreciate it. Thanks for your support, Carl. Cool. Okay, good. It's not just me thinking about the animations, so that's great. How to get started with open source. Oh, I'd love to hear everyone else's thoughts in the chat. We've got lots of open source people in the chat. I'd love to hear their thoughts. I'm quite dark, actually. I'll probably make myself a bit lighter next time. But there's loads of ways to get started. One way to get started is I'm reviewing this project, raise an issue, and give your thoughts on it. Raising an issue is still a contribution. You still get your green square, and it's still adding value to a project. Even if they don't make the changes, if you raise a bug or an idea, that's how you can get started. People think it's just about code. Really, it's not. It's collaboration first, and I'll just talk about this for 30 seconds because everyone in the community has heard me say this 100 times. But when you raise an issue, you're collaborating. There's no code yet. And now, actually, a lot of the time we start a discussion. So we start a discussion on GitHub on the repo. That's collaboration. Then we raise an issue with the action of what we're going to take. That's collaboration. Then we raise a pull request, where a pull request is effectively an issue with some changes attached to it. So it's got some code, documentation, test changes with it. And then it gets reviewed, so we collaborate again. So really, it's like collaboration, a few little changes, collaboration. So it's collaboration first, code second, definitely. Just do it. Exactly. Just get started. Absolutely. And you can search for good first issues, although a lot of people don't use labels on the issues, which I kind of find strange. And thank you, Eleanor, for the shout out. Yes, definitely. I have lots of videos and live streams on my YouTube channel, on this YouTube channel, about getting started with open source. So any questions, do comment on a video, and I will definitely reply. So no one's joining me on Radio Eddy today, and Radio Eddy is a bit different. We're not using it via Discord. It's going to be via StreamYard. You just need Chrome, and I'm going to be managing all myself, so bear with me. Okay, what else have we got? I do like these that these are minimized, but it's just more graphs. I think it's just a lot of graphs. I mean, I suppose that's not a graph. But, it look good, I think. I can't give that much criticism, but their profile, they've got a description, looks good. They're using the field to put the location, and I think location is quite useful because you know what time zone they're in. It doesn't have to be an exact location, but kind of, like a rough time zone. Email, app, and then Twitter. I think it looks good. They're part of Eddy Hub, so woo! I have no sound effects on StreamYard, but yes, very, very cool. And you can see they go through phases of green squares. There's a gap here for a month, and then green squares. It's good to try and keep it kind of roughly even if there are gaps here and there. That's fine, but it shows like it wasn't like a hackathon for that month, like Hacktoberfest or something like that. But yeah, it looks really good. I don't know what else I can say about that. I didn't start the timer. I forgot to start the timer. Okay, I think it would look cool in dark mode as the graphs are dark. Oh, interesting. Let's I do use dark mode. Look at my VS Code. It's in dark mode. I didn't save this. I better save this. That's my blog post I'm writing about Copilot. I'll come back to it later. But I don't use dark mode for live streams usually, or videos when I'm like green screen onto it. But in StreamYard, I can't green screen myself onto it, which is a bit annoying. Yes, it probably does look good in dark mode. You're right with the graphs. But it's good to check things in light mode as well. So yeah, I think it looks good. And they're a photographer as well. Me too. I'm not very good. I better leave some more comments. I've been chatting too much, and I haven't left any comments. Oh, 100% commits. Oh, Carl noticed something I didn't. Yeah, 100% commit is not great. Thank you very much for that, Carl. Let me add that. 100% commit. Suggest doing code reviews. And don't forget, everyone, you don't have to be a maintainer on a project to do a code review. You can still leave a code review, leave comments, and even approve it. Yes, you can't merge it, but still do the approval and leave comments. Code review, pull request, and issues. Good spot, Carl. Thank you very much. I think every live stream, Carl has spotted something, fixed something for me, and helped me out. So really, really appreciate it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. That's all I've got for this one. Hopefully you all can add some comments to that as well. Let me copy and paste this so I can do it to the next one. Okay, so then if I refresh the page, have one less. And next up, we have PV codes. And they have a cat as a picture, so a lot of people will be happy. Lots of comments from the community. Love this. Wow. Okay, cool. Let me share this issue with you all, so you all can leave some thoughts as well. I started with open source, but free code camp and Fossology doesn't allow for beginners to contribute. That is not true. Beginners contributing is amazing for the project, for the community, and for the beginner. So I think it's really, really important, because like, everyone give me another 30 seconds to talk and just remind me when I start reviewing this to start the timer. But what I want to talk about for 30 seconds is that your value to a project as a beginner is enormous, like absolutely enormous. When I get someone contributing to the project for the first time, or even if it's a client project that's closed and not open source, which is very rare, but I'm going to use two extreme examples. When someone new joins that team, the first thing I do, so new person to the team on a private project, or new contributor to an open source project, I ask them to look at the project and see what they think of it. And a lot of people say, hey, you need to give me kind of, an intro to what the project does, help me get it set up. It's like, no. If you can't get the project set up easily, and you don't know what the project does, there is nothing wrong with you, there is something wrong with the project. And that's what happens when you have a private project with like a few people who've worked on the project for years and no one else has joined. Then they just kind of make so many assumptions. This is easy, and then loads of things become assumed. And that's why private projects, the onboarding process can be like a month, which is ridiculous. Whereas an open source project, onboarding should be like kind of, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. But you don't get that straight away. And so you can add so much value by raising questions and just saying, well, look, I ran npm, I cloned the project, ran npm install, but then I got an error. Well, okay, great. What operating system are you on? What version of Node are you using? I'm using Node as an example here. My point is that adds so much value, because then they fix that. The person after you has it a bit easier. And then the person after that person will get it easier, and so forth. So it's really, really important. So you can definitely get started. Great suggestion, Shavam as well. Thank you so much for that. I don't think I said hello to you before, so my apologies for missing you earlier. I need to get more practice on the chat. Pavel, hello from LinkedIn as well. Cool, we've got a few people joining from LinkedIn. And we have Tom. Tom is a machine on our open source repos on eddyhub.org. Really, really is. So big shout out to Tom for managing all those and helping people get started in open source. Lots of reviews there. Okay, let me start the timer. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Hey, who knew I was going to say that? Okay, so let me remove the thumbs up thing and let's bring up the timers. First time I use the timer, right, ready, go! You should see a pink bar on the bottom, and I need to open the project quickly. It's an actual portfolio, okay? Hopefully there's an open source version to it, because we only review open source stuff. Let's have a look. What is the URL? PV codes Netify. I can't say that, very hard word. Let's see. Their site, maybe that's it, or maybe that's it. Where does this one go? When you have to hunt around for stuff, okay, it's that one, I think, because this one goes to a different one. Okay, so you've got the repo. Which repo was it? I've forgotten now. It wasn't this one. It was this repo. We got the repo, and we have the site. Okay, let's give our thoughts, everyone. Awesome. Time was going away. That's like a minute gone already just for me to try and find the repo. Wow. Everything you do in open source, closed source, in your life, make it easier for the other person, whatever it is. If you're following up a week later with a message and you say, following our discussion, but give some context. So important, so important. Awesome. Cool. Okay, let's get started. Right, I'm running out of time. It's like that progress bar on the bottom is 4 minutes. That must be like 1.5 minutes in. So first impressions, what do you all think? Typing is good. I think this looks really cool, but accessibility is not great. I mean, I'm guessing Tom has already probably commented on that. Tom's very, very good at checking like the lighthouse settings. The typing looks great, but might not be accessible. Leave that as a thought. But looks good. And I'm guessing these go down the page. Yes, they do. They scroll down the page. Okay, cool. Looks really good. Nice about section. Nice picture. You know me, I love having pictures of people because I think it's just so much more personal. I think it really, really is. Hey, Koalia, how you doing? Languages without percentages, which I think is great, which is really, really good. Yeah, I think that's really, really good. Something extra. Oh, I like that. That's quite a nice idea. Something extra. So that's really, really cool. Projects. Yeah, these are links to GitHub, so that's pretty good. Maybe having some, I don't know, icons for each one or like a logo would be quite good. But this looks really good, and then you've got social icons along the bottom. Oh yeah, I think this looks really good. We'll go check out the repo, the actual repo in a second. Okay, so looks good. Let's have a look at the repo. What have we got? So this is my personal site. I think you can make more use out of that space. Maybe say what your personal site's about, like about my tech site for the web tech skills I use. Kind of word something a lot better than me, but you know what I mean. Got Koalia and Kunal here as well. Awesome. So what else? They have a graph in there. Maybe a screenshot. I think screenshots are so underrated. Like people should use them a lot more. Definitely, really, really should. Make your site look like a professional project from the point of view from the repo. Because don't forget, people who are looking for, when you send your portfolio to clients to apply for a job, etc. They're going to look not just at how pretty it is. They're going to look at how did you manage it, how did you code it. So if we went, for example, it's got 9 commits. Are you using conventional changelog, like different styles, updated, resume, added? You don't need added because if you go to the, you can see it's added to the diff. Are issues being used? Issues are not. So we put a different section here. Portfolio repo. Suggest making it like a real project as hiring managers, I'll say. Hiring managers will be looking at this more than the pretty portfolio. So let me close that for a moment. How's the timer gone? The timer's started again. Hey Shatin, awesome to have you here. Timer's started again. Oh, this person's getting like 5 minutes. It's fine. I want to add value, so for a couple more minutes. I hope you all do not mind. So what are we saying? Suggest using issues in the repo. Using labels will help get more contributors. So underrated. What else? Progress probably not used. Actions is probably not used. Wiki is definitely not used, so you should hide the wiki. If you're not using releases and packages, you should hide that too. Hide wiki, hide features not being used, like the wiki. And what else do we say? Releases and packages. Releases and packages. But I actually suggest using releases. Use releases. Tags. Again, you just stand out so much more. Okay, cool. Okay, next one. Let's close that one. We're done. Go on to the next one. I'm looking forward to reviewing all of yours as well. If we get time, we'll see how we go. Best intentions, definitely. Let's have a look. Who have we got up next? Okay, lots of comments from the community as well. Love this. Makes me so happy to see this. Okay, cool. So let me share this in the chat. Let's have a look. Hello. Why early? I'm trying to do things at different times of the day. So my Friday will always be 5 p.m. BST, but I'm trying to do extra streams at different time zones. So people like Vincent, who are in the Philippines, when I stream at 5 p.m. BST, it's like 9:30 IST. In the Philippines, it's like 2 a.m. or something. So I want to try and do 2 live streams a week. Eventually, I'll put it on my schedule to be consistent, have a second one a week, but do it earlier on so we can be more inclusive to time zones. So I am hoping to do even more live streams. Maybe eventually go back to daily and do coding ones as well. Okay, let's have a look. What about LinkedIn social handle? Yeah, see, LinkedIn reviews could be good. Social handle potentially. I always focus on GitHub, but I could get Sarah. Sarah's really good, and we could do a live stream collab together, and we could look at some LinkedIn reviews, LinkedIn profiles for review. That's a good idea, actually. Oh, good to know. I'm glad this time's good. We'll try and keep it up. Do keep reminding me my memory's terrible, and Twitter as well, potentially. Thanks for the support. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so we are reviewing this. I have shared it with you. Haven't opened it yet, Eddie. Let's open it. This is another GitHub profile. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? Good picture, like it looks professional. I think that's really good. Like you can see the person rather than a kind of a cartoon character or something like that. Nothing wrong with that. If it's a cartoon character of you, it's still better than, say, a cartoon character of some famous cartoon character. I like this. Made use of the description. Make use of the location, so we know the time zone. Made use of the links and the actual Twitter handle. Really good. And they're part of Eddie Hub. Yeah. Oh, let me start the timer. Eddie, start the timer. Oh, the timer has kind of seemed like it's just restarted anyway. Okay, we're good. So you do every Friday at 5 p.m. I've been a bit lost with times lately, but I'm also having super busy with studying, so trying to make up the effort to show up. Really appreciate any time you can support, but if you're busy, I completely understand. Yes, I've been doing it for quite a few months now, 5 p.m. BST. I think it'd be 6 p.m. your time. So yeah, every Friday. But I was doing... A few months ago, I was doing Mondays and Fridays, both at 5 p.m. But Mondays became quite hard with client work. But now we've got a sponsorship for Eddie Hub Community. It allows me to spend more time, hopefully, with the community. So hopefully I'm going to go back to 2 live streams, like maybe 1 reviews live stream. So I have one day focused on reviews. So the live stream, for example, on Monday would be reviews, Friday would be coding, or maybe the other way around, or whatever. But something like that, so people know when the live stream is and what type it is. Because before, when I had 2, although they were at the same time, the same day every week, I'd switch around. Sometimes it'd be coding, sometimes it wouldn't be. And I've got loads of ideas for coding. I really want to do more work on the API that Carl has been doing great work on. And I want to do more for the Discord bot to connect to the API. I want the GitHub Action to connect to the API. I want to do a web UI so we have a real-time map behind us that connects to the API. And I also want to do... even in addition to those community projects, I want to have a community template project probably for battle snakes, but with Nest, JS, and Cucumber automated testing, so people can write their tests rather than trying to. With battle snakes, I've seen people refresh the page or start the battle again, trying to get it to do something so they could test it. Whereas if you could write automated tests, I just think it's just so much easier. And then we've got that set up for the API already, so I think we could create a template. So Carl, if you want to jump on a live stream and pair with me sometime to start a new Nest.js project for an API, which is for battle snakes with the Cucumber testing, let me know. We could do that, and some other projects that I wanna do as well. Yes, the sponsorship is great. We've got a 3-month sponsorship, so yes, we're gonna start digging in. So last week, as you saw, I did 3 streams last week: Next.js, Nux.js, and I think it was reviews. So we did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that was because of the first week full-on sponsorship. And now this week I want to doing 2 live streams today and Friday, but I want to write the blogs on last week's and do videos on them, so people who missed it can watch like a 10 or 12-minute video. I don't know how long it's going to be yet, but on how to build what we built in those live streams. And I'm writing the blog posts at the moment, so doing that. And then next week we'll get back into more kind of coding stuff with you all. So super excited. Thanks for the support, everyone. I can only do this because of all of you, and you're awesome. I know the timer's been going for this person and I haven't even started yet, so we probably need to reset the timer. Yes, and we will be doing a workshop live stream in like kind of a couple of weeks for the 20K celebration. And our sponsor, DataStax, will be giving away some swag bags. This should be quite nice swag. So we will have more information on that coming soon. But I'll do a workshop, so I'll get people up to speed on how to connect through their database via REST. And then you want to build something in like 2 hours. It could be anything, just for a bit of fun. And then we'll review some of the projects. This is my idea at the moment, still working on it. Review some of the projects and then pick like probably 3 winners or something. Maybe give away some GitHub swag, some EddieHub swag as well. So we'll see. Never done Battlesnake so far. Oh, awesome. We should do it. I've done the like Hello World and Battlesnakes using their template, but I added automated testing to it, but that was with Express. So I think with Nest.js could be a lot nicer to kind of test and separate things out and so forth. So it should be could be quite interesting. We could always get Nick on the stream with us as well, because Nick has done a bit on Battlesnakes too. Gaurav, yes, awesome to have you here. I'm sure people in the chat will give you an intro, and then any questions I will jump in and help as well. You'll see our community is super supportive. They've always helped me out, and I want to help you out too. Everyone in our community is a mentor as well as a mentee, because you can learn from both sides. Everyone's got something to learn, and everyone's got something to share as well. Cool, and Kawalia will help us with the Battlesnake as well. It's so much fun. And then we should have a Battlesnake competition, and maybe I think I got some Battlesnake swag to give away as well, like some vouchers. So where we'll do that template and we'll get people to build it. That could be quite interesting. Get people to build it, and then we run some competitions, do some giveaways. That could be quite good fun actually. But we want to save the stats. Okay, maybe another endpoint in our API where people can send some stuff to save the results of the game or something. I don't know. How do I think about that? Cool. Loving this. Okay, you're in our server already. Brilliant. Right. Community is all about open source and being inclusive. So that's what we focus on. But we do lots of other stuff as well. But that's a main goal. Okay. Okay, start the timer. Let me start the timer again. Eddie, been really, really bad. Before I start the timer, give the video a thumbs up. Really helps support the channel. Okay, and subscribe if you haven't already. So if I stop the timer, I should be able to start the timer again. Okay, timer's going. Yeah, I think Karuna did one in Python and so forth, and it was really interesting. But the great thing is, because it's an API that the Battlesnake platform uses to communicate with your snake, it can be written in any language, which I think is so cool. Okay, right. So we're reviewing this. Let's have a look. Banner, like that. Developer, community evangelist, tech speaker, really clear. We know what they do already. Blog on Twitter. Love that. I should probably update my profile as well a bit more. So let's leave that as a comment. Banner looks great. Okay, interested in web development, asking about Python, Java, and community building, and love that. Really clear. Connect with me. I mean, this is just brilliant. And then some graphs at the end. The first coffee, weekly development breakdown. Looks good. Little bit on the long side. I think maybe you could lose one row of these, but it's just like a personal opinion because it takes longer for people to get down to your profile. 94% commits is quite high as well. Definitely need to balance that out. So 94% commits suggest doing code reviews. Just doing code reviews, issues, etc. Okay, what else? Maybe one row too many of graphs makes it take longer to get down to your repos and green square graph. I think that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to close that, move on to the next one. Let's have a look. He didn't list VS Code under tools. I never list VS Code under tools. Do people in the chat let me know? Do you list it under tools? I think what IDE people use doesn't really kind of matter so much. Love that. Kunal and Koali and other people always give support. I know, Carl, do you list it? Let's bring up yours. Should we bring up yours? Should we bring up Carl's? Have a quick look at Carl's. This is Carl's. Let me share a link to Carl's. Carl has 39 followers. Let's get it to 50. Follow Carl on GitHub. Eleanor, I have to go, but I want to say hi. I'll set my alarm 5 p.m. Friday. It's 5 p.m. BST. Oh, you'll be on holiday in England. You missed the rain. Cool. Whereabouts in England are you going on holiday? We're back in England in August for 2 weeks. But shame it's not the same time. We could have done a collaboration. Are you taking, is it Silky? What's the dog's name? Silky? I can't remember. Sarah says it all the time. I should know your dog's name. But are you taking your dog with you? Sarah will definitely look after the dog while we do a collaboration. Have a great week, and we have a safe journey to the UK, and we will see you on Friday. Cool. So let's see. I'm in love with TypeScript? Yes. Full stack and DevOps. I think it's such a good, it really complements. I find it strange when people, a lot of people who are just starting out, people who are more, with a few years experience, when they say, oh, I can write this amazing, cool app, then they don't know how to deploy it or host it anywhere. So that's really, really cool. Selkie, my bad. Oh, I was close. What did I say? Silky. And then sulky. I was close. Selkie. Thanks. Have a great week. Okay, so lots of green squares. Really, really good. Oh, you don't have the triangle graph under yours. But yes, definitely a good profile. But yeah, you haven't mentioned VS Code either on yours as well. Got a description, which looks good. Germany and Twitter link. And you're a member of our organization. Yes. Cool. We should bring up Tom's as well, because Tom Schmelto from Germany as well. Just because it's quite different. I do like this code here. I do think it's very, very cool. I do like having code on this. I haven't done it to mine, but I am really, really thinking about it. And Tom has 61 followers. Let me drop a link to Tom so you can drop Tom a follow as well. Ooh, lots of green squares. I think Tom's catching up with me. I need to do some more. Code reviews is really high, so that's really nice. Code reviews and commits are almost even. Really, really nice. Now, obviously, the ideal scenario is to be even all round, but still, that's even on the good side. I think mine's issue heavy now, so I need to do some more reviews. I removed all the GitHub stats from my profile. I think, what did I do on mine? I can't remember. I think I left 2 small ones in, but also tempted to remove them. I've got too much animated on mine because those 2 are animated. That top one is slightly animated, which the community built for me, which was amazing. Thank you all so much. I think it was Koalia and a few others as well. But yeah, got too much animated on mine, so I need to make some changes and improve that, I think. I need to work on mine. Eddie, work on your own. Definitely. Okay, cool. So let's get back to the ones we have. So let's go back to the list. Still 4 pages, but hopefully slowly going down. Who have we got next? Roshan, hopefully I pronounced that right. I think it's a GitHub profile as well. We're very GitHub profile heavy today. Let me share that with you so you could all leave your own thoughts on the issue. Remember, it's still contributing to open source. If you're leaving your thoughts and ideas, but great that it's got suggestions from the community. So, the picture looks nice, but it's not a picture of the person. I just don't feel like, you can connect with them as much. Connect with me. These images aren't loading. Let me do a refresh, because sometimes these third-party services have some issues. No, definitely missing images. So let's have a look. Oops. Connect with me images, missing images in the connect with me section. I suggest having a description as well. Suggest having a bio in your GitHub profile. Be part of our organization. Yes, that's cool. Question from Kunal: How do we do code reviews? I want to start doing them. Really straightforward. Just do them. Like literally, there is no requirement needed. You can just go to our support repo. Sorry, not support repo. our Hacktoberfest practice repo or some of the others where people are raising lots of pull requests, and just review, help people. They don't know how to update the JSON if they're doing their awesome GitHub profiles JSON, or they might be doing alphabetical. You can just review it, and therefore when someone else comes along who can merge it in, it's already reviewed and they can just hit merge. So yeah, definitely do it. It's really important. It requires such a different skill to submitting pull requests, because you need to give feedback to someone, but you want to give constructive feedback in a positive way, not to deflate them and so forth. So I think these two graphs could be side by side, a lot of wasted space underneath each other. Activity graphs have wasted space to the right. Suggest doing them on one line. Let's have a look. But otherwise it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. I'll leave that for now. Let's close this one and get on to the next one. Okay. Eddie, I'm impressed with Eddie myself. I'm going faster today than I usually do. Okay, so another GitHub profile. Okay, cool. No worries, Kunal. Get started. I'm sure there's lots of pull requests that are waiting for review in the Eddie Hub org. You don't need to be a maintainer on the project to do it. Just get started. Leave some thoughts and some feedback. And if you like it, approve it and say, don't just approve it, but just say, say something, say, really liked this, or, try and add more value to the person who's being reviewed. We got Jez. Jez, how you doing? Long time no see. Oh, did I miss a chat? Oh, I did miss something. How do I join your GitHub org? Yes, the community is already answering. Love that. Thank you all. Okay, next up, let me put this down below, and let me share the issue in the chat so you can all leave your thoughts as well. Okay, everyone, one last thing. It won't be the last time I do this, but yes, please give the video a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe below if you haven't already. Okay. Let me open this and see. Start the timer. The timer has started already. That is bad of me. I didn't stop it from the last time. Start the timer again. You can all see the timer at the bottom, right? The pink bar. I haven't made the timer too small, have I? Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? Profile picture. I think that's really good. I still just think that's so underrated. No bio in the GitHub, in your kind of actual GitHub profile. Suggest adding a bio to your GitHub profile. Definitely India. Okay, so which time zone you're in. You've got a link, a couple of links there, and part of our organization. A lot of wasted white space on the right. Spotify playing. I don't seem to like that, because every time you refresh, it seems to bring up something different. It just seems random. So I'm just not a big fan of the Spotify. I am not a fan of the Spotify, as it seems to change randomly on page refresh. For me, like Spotify and the page views counter just seem like kind of not really that great. This looks good though. Most used language. These are collapsed, so that's really good. That happens sometimes, I think, in Safari. But this looks really good. Languages and tools. Connect with me. Yeah, otherwise it looks good. Looks good. Need some more green squares. But yeah, I like it. It's clean. What do you all think? Don't be shy. Write your thoughts in the chat and in the issue. We're all friends here. Okay. And I can see some people have tested it in dark mode and it looks a bit different, which is great. And that's why when people say, oh, this has been reviewed before, I'm not going to review it. When you review something, be it pull request, profile, resume, portfolio, whatever it is, you will review it in your browser, different resolutions, on different device, with your different experiences. You'll notice different things. That's why pairing is so important, reviewing is so important. And you'll learn so much. I learned so much by doing these things as well. select the blog. I don't have blog posts on mine. Maybe I should. So things like that are really important. So yeah, looks good. Okay. The dark icons connect with me won't be visible in dark mode. See, that's I think that's what Tom was suggesting up here as well. So yeah, so it's good. So you can even though someone's written that, you can even verify that. So take a screenshot, show them what it looks like, because they might only be viewing things in light mode, the author of the issue. So yeah, definitely worth always add your value, and that's how you get involved in open source. I think people think, I must contribute to React and it must be code. No, not at all. Okay, let's have a look. We have J Coder. I want to kind of abbreviate the name a bit. Lots of comments for the community. Awesome. Okay, let's have a look. Let me share the issue with you in the chat, so you all can leave your thoughts. Hello. Okay. Let's see, and let me open this. Is this a project? This is a project. Okay. The open source multi-purpose Discord bot with the goal to be a single needed bot for the server. Clear, I like that. Oh, did not mean to choose a file. Clear project description looks great. So now people can decide if they want to kind of read on. So that's really, really good. It's got a license. What's the license? MPL. What's MPL? I forget. Oh yeah, it's the Mozilla one. Okay, cool. Lots of contributors, languages in JavaScript. I don't think you could, by the way, I don't think you're allowed to use the GitHub logo as part of your project icon. I remember reading that recently in their things. So I would probably, I'll leave that as a comment. Not sure if the GitHub logo is allowed as part of your logo. Have a screenshot. Like, what does it do? I think a screenshot's important. Screenshot in the README to demo. It looks like. Can't spell like. There we go. So what features does it have? So note, that has got a colon on it. That has got a dot. I would say be consistent. I'm not going to leave a point on that, but someone could submit a pull request. Consistency is really, really important. There are no releases. They are using issues, which is good. Oh, and they've got labels, which is great. Nice. Okay, and using pull requests. Looks great. Discussions, kind of got discussions. Any actions? And they've got actions. I'm going to leave a comment about that. Great. Issues and labels. Using GitHub Actions. Yay. What else have we got? What do you all think? Have you all fallen asleep already? Have you fallen asleep? Let me... have you fallen asleep? Say open source in the chat if you're still awake. Okay. So looks good. Let's go to the Insights tab and go to Community. As you can see, I look at different things on different projects depending on how the project takes me. So that looks good. It's got mostly ticks. There's no pull request template, but that's not the end of the world. Out of all of those, it's probably like the lowest priority. So I think that looks really good. Looks great. How's the timer doing? I think I'm doing okay on timer. Or is that like the second time round the timer's going? Don't know. Let's have a look. So we've got open source, and more open source. Yay. Where should I put my GitHub account so you can review it? You can add it to our support repo in our organization. And we've got another open source for the win. Yeah, I'll drop... oh, did not mean to click on that. I'll drop a link so you can submit the right issue for your project. For whatever it is, if it's a profile review, if it's an open source project, portfolio, resume. I've shared the link in the chat. The only thing I might suggest is use conventional commits. Use conventional commits for commit style. Okay, let's give that a close. I think we're good. Timer is blinking. And so we are going to run out in a moment. Okay, what else have we got? We're going for an hour already. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. Got a few people awake, which is great. Other people, the other 15 people who didn't write open source in the chat have fallen asleep. It's fine. It's okay. I should make myself a bit brighter. I seem really dark. Need to think about that. Maybe I can make some animations above and below me. Okay, let's have a look. Look at this GitHub project. Okay, it's very unique. Reminds me of GeoCities back in the 90s. Wow, that's showing my age. Definitely showing my age. Probably too much animation, I think, for me. I think they go for the old school style, which looks good. Too much animation. I think too much animation. My achievement, my GitHub stats. Okay, so you have to open these. Okay, I see. Tech I've come across. It's definitely very unique, and I won't forget it, and that's the important thing. Task list. Oh, I quite like the task list in the README. That's quite a nice idea. Task list in the README is a great idea. Quite like that. Give that a heart. That's pretty cool. Just too much animation. Lots of green squares in a short space of time. Wow. Very commit heavy again though. Mostly commits in your what do we call that graph? I guess. Kartiki from LinkedIn. Kartiki, how you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Oh yes, two profile pictures probably not required. Are they the same? Or are they different? Oh, they are the same. You're right. That's probably definitely not. Probably definitely not. That makes no sense, Eddie. But you know what I mean. Most of your contributions are commits. Suggest doing code reviews, issues, and pull request. Okay, and I think the duplicate. Oh, not delicate. Duplicate photo in the README is not required, as you have it in your GitHub profile. Cool. Okay, how are we doing on time? Oh, I'm getting faster. It's because you're all helping me. That's why. See, teamwork definitely helps. Okay, close that. Go on to the next one. Refresh. Page 4 is a long page. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is a project, an open source project. Let me share the link with you in the chat. There's the link. Okay, let's have a look. So what have we got? First impressions. A JavaScript application which uses USGS and other APIs to create historical models of any measured river. Okay, interesting. That's very unique. I like that. Could use topics, I suppose. Suggest using topics under. I can't spell under. Third time lucky. Under the project description. No releases. Suggest making a release. Suggest creating a release tag. Definitely hide packages if you're not using packages. If not using packages, suggest hiding. About wiki. Wiki's there and they're probably not using it. No one uses the wiki anymore. We all put it in the project and docs folder. If not using packages and wiki, suggest hiding. Okay, what else have we got? Down to the README. You can probably just write that in normal English. It doesn't need to be underscored. It looks like it's been generated. Let's see. Who have we got? Who's still in the chat? Who's still awake? I don't know who's here. Chat's gone so quiet. Have you all finished your lunch break and all gone back to work? But thank you so much for leaving me muted and running. It helps my stats. But do say hey in the chat. Okay, got Kartiki came over from LinkedIn to YouTube. Yes. Help my YouTube stats. That's what I need. Thanks, Kartiki. Or have you got it open on both and you're doubly helping me? Really appreciate it. Okay, explains a bit more about it. Cards to place, inspiration. I like the inspiration, but I think there needs to be a quick start. README. Is there a docs folder? There is not. So README needs a quick start guide. Definitely. And let's have a look at insights and then the community tab. There's code of conduct, which is great, but no contributing file. There's a license, no issue template. Suggest having a contributor file so people know where to ask questions, etc. Okay, I think that's some good feedback. The project hasn't been updated in quite a few months, so I don't know if it's still ongoing or not. Okay, what have we got next? 35 thumbs up. I think we're doing really well. I think we're doing really good. What have we got next? A GitHub profile next. Okay. Lots of great feedback from the community. Love that. And let me share this in the chat so you all can leave some thoughts as well. Mohammed, awesome to have you here. Yeah, we were just talking about open source earlier. Watch my YouTube videos. Got loads on open source that we focus on. Join our Discord community. We chat about open source and we're really supportive in there. All the members are amazing. You can get involved in hackathons with them as well. We also talk about wellness and make sure there's a work-life balance. And getting started in open source, you can get started now. As we review projects and review profiles, leave comments. That's getting involved in open source. It's not just about code. It's about adding value to the community. That could be via logging an issue, logging an idea, a bug, adding documentation to a project. It's so many things in addition to code. And if you want to get your profile reviewed, submit it to our support repo in our organization, and you can, we'll add it to the list and get it reviewed, so you can raise a new issue. And don't forget to join our GitHub organization. We're almost at 1,000 members now. So if you want it reviewed, here's the link. Okay, cool. Okay, so 38 thumbs up. Yes, let's see if we can pass 50. It'd be so cool. Let's have a look. Again, the same picture, but it's in the banner, so it's fine. I think the writing's a little bit hard to read. Open source software developer technology. Cool. They got description. I really like that. Location, again, it helps with time zone. Linked to any link, portfolio, Twitter, but it's to LinkedIn, and then they got Twitter underneath. They're part of EdiHub. Yes. Score. Oh, I like this. This is cool. The SVG of the 3D version of their graph. Looks good. Okay, we'll get down to that in a second. I really like it. Connect with me. Great. Tech skills. Great. But you must remember that these look good, but some hiring managers or recruiters are not always going to know, like, what is this one? They're not going to know what it is. So, you might want to somehow put names of things in there. So it's just, again, more inclusive, more for people to understand. Cool. Someone else on LinkedIn. Hey, I think you said hello earlier, didn't you, as well, on LinkedIn? Cool. Great to have you all here. Love geeking out with you all. It's always good fun. I want to do more live streams and geek out with you more. You're late, no problem. Better late than never. So thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. You still haven't got a profile picture on your YouTube. Put the same profile picture that you have on GitHub, that you have on LinkedIn, that you have on Discord. Therefore, it's really easy for people to recognize you and join the conversation between different platforms. Highly recommend that. Yeah, profile stats, I don't think that's great. You can just refresh the page and just change that. Profile, what's it called? Profile stats, profile view counter. View counter is not a great feature. We can all just refresh the page. Yeah, I just don't like that. It's quite long though. I think. How long is it? It's like 2 pages. It does look good. I think with the banner and with that. I might say about the tech skills as well. Tech skills icons look great, but some people might not know what they are. Can you somehow add text to them? Think of recruiters, HR, etc. Yeah, someone's already suggested that actually. Oh, Vincent has as well, resizing them. I'll make a note as well. Oh, profile views can be faked and not the same height. That shows how important some things are when multiple people say the same thing. Stats boxes could be the same height. I spelled height wrong. Height, I think that's right. How's the timer doing? I wasn't paying attention to the timer. Damn it. Okay. Let's have a look. We're at 40 thumbs up. Yes. Lots of split code reviews and commits, which is good. So I think that looks promising. Definitely. It looks good. And the banner looks nice. I think it does. Look good, but it's a similar picture. If you use a different picture, I suppose, it would add more value. I think I might leave that as a comment. I think having a different photo in the banner would add more value. The banner to your GitHub profile would add more value. Just my thoughts on that. Again, personal opinion. I could be completely wrong. Give that a refresh. Who have we got now? We've got Krish. I'm sure we've reviewed this project before. But it's next in the list, so let's have a look. Okay, I'll share this in the chat as well, so if you want to leave your thoughts and ideas. Okay, let me open it. I'm not sure how I feel having a dot in the name of the project. I don't know why. Just makes me think of a file rather than a repo. It's just my thought. 737 stars, looks good. So you got tags. Yeah, I've definitely seen this because you have a version in the tags. Looks good. Good documentation. Get it running quick. Nice. Yeah, looks really good. We're ready to support. Discord server coming soon. I really, really like that. Really well done. I think contributors is a duplicate of GitHub now has it here on the right, down here. I know you can add people who maybe don't do a code change. Thanks to the supporters, forkers. GitHub start. How do you get this graph, I wonder? That's quite interesting. I don't think you need the license in there because it will be on the repo. MIT, it should be on the side here, right? There you go, MIT license. README is amazing, maybe a bit too long. Could remove things like the license. So it is displayed already by GitHub. Just my thoughts. What do you all think? ViveIV! I did an early stream as well. Yes, glad you're here. Awesome. No ViveIV. A stream without ViveIV wouldn't be the same. I'm doing good on the timer today. Yeah, I think I'm a bit better. No sound effects on the timer, but doing a bit better. No worries. Better late than never. Yeah, early, but you're all probably working hard today. I think in Germany it must be like 1 p.m. I think you're 1 hour ahead of Portugal and UK, and 3 p.m. It started at 3 p.m. So now it's like, should it be like 4:30? Aren't you 4.5 hours ahead IST? 1 p.m. I was right. And yes, we got Vincent on. I was going to be so sad if Vincent hadn't joined, because as I mentioned before, I was doing this stream partly to make it easier for Vincent to join, because I felt so bad on our last live stream last week on Friday when we did code review, project review similar to today. Vincent said it was like 2 a.m. and I was like, oh my God, that's so late in the Philippines. So I'm going to try and do some earlier streams as well. It's awesome to have you here. We've got Ginny here as well. Everyone's turning up an hour late, but still better late than never. Awesome to have you here. 4:30 IST. Okay, I was right. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Mamta. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Jez, I'm in Portugal. I moved to Portugal like a month ago. I'm here till September, although I'm going back in August to the UK for my second 5G jab, so I can get, my phone, get better signal with my phone. That's a joke, by the way. Anurag, how you doing? Awesome. Lots of people turning up. What happened? Everyone, someone share something on Twitter for loads of people to turn up. Sarik Karan, I haven't seen you in ages. How are the Twitter spaces going? You were doing them like literally every day. It was so awesome. I was watching silently again. Okay, no worries. If you're busy, have us on mute. Helps my stats. Really appreciate it. SR code, my message does not show up. YouTube remove messages with links. So maybe if you had something that was a link or looked like a link, YouTube might have removed it, so I didn't get to see it either. So yeah. Animesh as well. Awesome. Loads of people here. Awesome. Great to have you all here. We are doing project reviews and we're slowly working through the list. So yes. Cool. Okay. Let's have a look. What are we doing? We're reviewing this. The timer has just started again, so let's hope. Had my second jab last month. Well worth doing. Awesome. Great to hear. Hope you're keeping well in the UK as well. I hear it was raining yesterday. I did see something in the chat. Where's it gone? I was got to bring something up on the screen and it went. I don't know what happened. I think it was from Anurag. Oh, there we go. So chat's moving up, moving a lot faster now. I subscribed and also hit the bell button, so just topped in. Awesome. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, keep safe, definitely. Great that you're coming to relax with us. We always have relaxing streams. So I'm glad it's top of your recommendations. When you get back to work, just mute us. You can leave it running. Helps my stats. Thanks. Appreciate it. I am live streaming on the M1. M1 is freaking awesome. Only reservation is Docker. It does work. Some images haven't been updated yet, but it's pretty good. I could never go back to not having M1. Like M1 is freaking awesome. Vincent got the green square dream as well. SR code. Well, hello. I don't know why it got removed. I didn't remove it. So yes, live streaming with it right now. M1 MacBook Pro 13-inch, handling the live stream. My screen on the side. I wonder if I can bring up a second camera. Let me see. I might break the live stream, but hopefully I won't. Let me try. What do you think? Second camera? Behind the scenes camera. Let me see if I can bring it up. Should have tested this before. Let's have a look. If I change this, is it going to break? Audio. I don't want audio. No audio. So mute. Back cam. Here we go. Back camera. Let's have a look. Okay. I have a bit of an echo. I need to mute myself. Anyway, hopefully you don't have an echo. I'm using StreamYard, so if I add this as a stream, there you go. That's my back camera. So my setup's a lot smaller. Oh, what an awful echo. Hopefully it's just me that has this, not you. But there you go. You get to see it. If I could remove the, I could leave it open if I could remove the echo. Do you all hear an echo, or is it just me? If it's just me, I can live with it. It's fine. And I can leave my back camera up. Make sure I have a straight back. Oh, I haven't used OBS in years. I went to vMix. Having the mic right in my mouth. Sound is perfect. Oh, okay. So it's just for me. So I hear an echo somewhere. But no, I'm not talking to anyone, so I don't even need headphones. Why have I got headphones in? There's no one talking to me. So as long as there's no echo for you, that's perfect. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. It's perfect. It's just me. It's always just me. So yeah. The lights have been filtered a lot to lower brightness, I guess. Yeah. So hopefully it looks good. And I have my screen in the background. There we go. I have my live streaming PC on the side up here, and maybe get another camera put up if you want, like much further back. Maybe, I don't know, I could do different things. Let's have a play. Right, let's start the timer again and get back to reviewing. I'm distracting myself. Okay, I'm gonna reset the timer. Timer's going again. Let's have a look. So we did start on this a little bit, and we said it's a bit long, but it's got topics, it's got a link, it's got releases, and it's hidden the packages that isn't being used. Sponsor it, loads of places to sponsor, used by 47 people, contributors. It's got environment, it's got languages. I mean, it's pretty cool. Do they use conventional commit messages? They do as well. Looks nice. Do they use issues? Not that many issues, just one issue. Does that mean the project's kind of finished? When was the last commit? Last commit was 13 days ago. Okay, so maybe use issues a bit more. Pull requests. Yeah, no pull requests at the moment, but looks good. Discussions aren't really used. So maybe wiki. So wiki is shown, or wiki is used. So there's even more documentation in the wiki. Krish, this is pretty good. Only thing I would suggest, and I think I've mentioned this before as well, suggest moving the wiki to the docs folder in the repo so that others can contribute and it can easily be reviewed via PRs, etc. for knowledge transfer. So yes, that's my probably biggest suggestion. I think we checked the community tab. Ticks all around, full house. Nice, looks really good. Well done. Okay, let me move on to the next one. Shall I review some of your stuff, Jez? What's your GitHub looking like? We should bring up some people from the. We've been going for like over an hour. Maybe we should bring some people up from the audience. vMix was like $1,000 to buy as a one-off, so I've paid for it. But you need a dedicated streaming PC, as in a Windows machine, to do it, like graphics card heavy. I've got one down there that I built. I spent loads of money on it, loads of like 4K inputs, graphics card heavy, really nice. But I left the adapter to connect it to my Mac at home, which is really stupid. And then I can't take it with me to Bali anyway. So I'm thinking just get used to StreamYard and do that. I could use Ecamm, which is like a vMix equivalent for Mac, but it requires a lot more customization. And like with vMix, it's super customizable. But I just want something easy, quick, so I can go live more often with people, really. So yeah, second win, going for it. Let's review. Let's review some people in the audience. 45 thumbs up. When we get to 50, we'll start reviewing people in the audience, reviewing your project, open source projects, or your GitHub profiles. Come on. So encourage people to give it a thumbs up. Private GitLab repos. Jez, you're fired. Where's the block button? You mentioned private and you mentioned GitLab. Like where's the block? How do you block someone on YouTube? Just joking. We still love you, Jez. Kind of. Okay, next one up. Refresh this page. What have we got? I've seen this one as well. Again, I don't know. Some people are always sending their projects for more shout outs. Let's have a look. I think my project was reviewed in the live stream. Was it reviewed already? We'll give it a quick review again anyway. Don't worry. We're all friends here. All is good. Let me share this in the chat. Give me them. Okay, and let me open this. Okay, timer is just going to finish and it's just going to start again. And then we're good. Timer is just starting again. Okay, let's go. Let's stick to the timer today. Let's have a look. What have we got? Description, nice. Topics, nice. License, nice. Readme, nice. Contributors, hey, we see Karuna. Oh, we see me as well. See a few friendly faces. Okay. Environment's nice. Everything else is hidden that's not used. The wiki is there, and it has one page. I would personally remove the wiki. Suggest removing the wiki. So it is only one page. Removing the wiki, one page, and move it to the README or Docs folder. Okay, awesome. 47, 3 more, and then we'll look at your projects and profiles. Okay. What else? Go straight to the community tab. Let's have a look. Yeah, looks good. Almost full house, but looks good. Issues, they're using labels. But they're just using the standard labels that GitHub created. That's good enough. So at least they're using that. No open pull request. That's fine. Oh, there's a project board. Tasks. They haven't been converted to issues. Some are issues, some are not. So I would suggest being consistent. Great to see the project board being used. I need to do a live stream on the new project board styles, which look amazing. Great to see the project board being used. Some items are not converted to issues yet. Suggest being consistent. I've left to give the video a thumbs up on the screen, so hopefully more people can do that, and then we can look at your projects. Papers, and this looks really good. Data sets. And you got the project board, you mentioned the project board there as well. Nice. I would see like an example maybe. Oh, but it's documentation, I suppose. Rather than like a project. It's deployed though. Let's have a look. It says deployed to GitHub Pages. Let's have a peek. View deployment. Oh, okay. It's what we see in the README. Got you. Okay. I see. Okay. So the README is deployed rather than using something like ASCII docs to create it into a page or something, or static site. But it's good. You've got README in multiple languages. Maybe there's better to have different languages. Maybe at the top. Yeah, I would suggest here having like the different languages. Oh, not my project. Here we go. Suggest having the languages, the different languages, READMEs as links at the top of each. Otherwise, looks good. How are the commits? Did we look at the commits? I forget. Yes, okay, we did. Okay, let's give that a close. We reached 50 yet? 48, almost there. Then we'll look at your projects. Oh, and Tom did say, what about conventional messages? Yes, they are using it. Conventional commit messages. I need lunch. They are using it, which is good. They're not tying it to issues, but they kind of got the rest of the standard, which is good. Thanks, Tom. I think I beat you by a few seconds. Or did you actually beat me? I didn't look at the chat. Blood donation diary. Okay, interesting. This is the project. Is it a GitHub repo? It is a GitHub repo. Okay. Let's do this. 48 thumbs up. Okay. Almost at 50. Almost at 50. Let's have a look. Oh, timer. Timer started a few seconds ago. I'll leave it going. Bio, like that. Got a deployable link as well. Looks good. Topics, README, no license. So if I go to the insights and go to community, no code of conduct, no license, that's really important. Highly suggest having a code of conduct, templates available. Highly suggest having a license. Templates available. I should probably link to the site. What is it? Choosealicense.com. That really helps. Okay. Contributing file. The rest can kind of wait, I suppose. That is like the urgent thing. Issues 00, so not issues are not used. This will help to get contributors, even if it is just you working on it for now. Oh, for now. No, some pull requests. Okay, interesting. Discussions. That's pretty good. Actions. No actions yet. Maybe it doesn't have package JSON. It probably has some scripts. What have we got? There's no lint. There's no tests. So maybe there's nothing at the moment that can be run on GitHub Actions, apart from maybe the deployment packages. Maybe we hide the packages if not being used. Hide packages if not being used. Actually, should hide wiki as well. Our wiki's got one page, just this page. I should just hide it. Packages and wiki if not being used. Cool. What's the biggest thing I miss about London? Apart Praveen. In normal situation, I'll say like the events. There are events, like 5 events a night every weekend, like tech events. But because of COVID, nothing's been happening. So to be honest, I miss nothing about London. Here in Portugal, kind of better food, better weather, like more space. It's pretty awesome. I don't want to go back. I am not looking forward to going back. But I suppose the plus of going back is I'm back for like a month in September, like for October basically. October and maybe 2 weeks in September. And then we'll be going to Bali. So live streaming from Bali next time. Maybe should do some live streams outside, like on the beach or something. Maybe try just from my phone, just have an AMA sort of thing, just chat with you all. Could be good, a bit like kind of like a Instagram thing. Okay, how are we at 50 yet? 48. Because time's running away and I want to have a look at some of your projects and profiles. We don't have to wait till 50. We're doing good, I think. Okay, awesome. Refresh this. So, who would like a project reviewed? That's one extra like from me. Awesome. But leave it open. If you like one extra like from you, you've opened it on another device, another account. Don't close it because then that will hurt the stats because you kind of dropped in and left. You have to leave it open now. Twice the bandwidth. Who would like a GitHub profile reviewed? Tom, we have had a look at yours, but we can have a look at it again. Jez. Hey, Krish, we did have a look at your profile, your project. Looking good. Let's have a look at some new people's projects. Mamta. We've got SR Code. Who else? Let's have a look and see. Let's have a look at some of your projects. So you could share, if you want your projects looked at, or your profile, just share your username / the project. So, yeah, okay, so here we go. One has been added. Perfect. Because yes, GitHub will remove links. We're at 49. Awesome. Cool. And of course, I miss Jez as well, obviously. Awesome, Kunal. Thanks for joining. Good luck with your work. You can keep me on mute if you want. Helps my stats. Count me out. No GitHub for a month. Wow. Eddie. Yeah, a green square a day keeps Eddie away. Since pre-Microsoft burnout. Ouch. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got someone to have a look at. Let's have a peek. Here we go, Raya. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Raya. Let me bring your username up on the screen as well, and I will share it as a link in the chat. You have 13 followers. Let's see if we can get you to 20 followers. Everyone give Raya a follow on GitHub. So what you got, a profile picture. I think profile picture is so important. I don't know if you're here before, but I say that for everyone. I think it's really, really good. You're not part of our GitHub org. You need to join the EdiHub GitHub org. We are almost at 1,000. So yeah, join us. You can join by going to the support repo, going to issues, going to new, and then you can go to invitation to the GitHub community organization, and then the bot will send you an invite. I'll share a link in the chat for you and anyone else who wants to join. Also, like the banner, it looks good. If I click it, does it just open the picture? It does. Maybe you can make the banner go to your favorite link or something like that. I think it looks good. You've got a portfolio link here as well. Looks great. Looks really, really good. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Looks good. We were saying that profile views don't add much value because people can just, if I refresh, it's going to go up by 1. And if I refresh again, it's going to go up and so forth. Or I can see other people have viewed it because it jumped up by 2. So yeah, I don't think that adds so much value. Everyone loves these graphs and so forth. I do as well. I need to reduce mine though. Check out your portfolio. Nice. How to reach me. Excellent. Connect with me. Great. And I like how you've got the picture to the side of the text. So it's not just like a single vertical line. So that way it's you're making use of the white space. I don't know why this box is down there. Maybe if I make it smaller. No, it's still down there. So that looks kind of a bit odd. I don't know if you can customize that at all. And then these 3 graphs, I would suggest maybe have 2 and have them horizontally, like 1 row, or maybe have 3 but 1 row, but be very small, so you don't waste all this white space down here. Let me leave it open and see what others people thinks as well. I'm going to get you some green squares as well. Okay, let me leave it open. I'll check the chat as well. Let's see. Also, pronunciation check, Eddie. It's more of Ria than Raya. My bad. Ria. Thank you very much for correcting me. Hopefully I got that correct. And Ria, don't forget to join our Discord, and you get to chat with all these awesome people between live streams and videos, and we'll all get to geek out there too. In the invitation issue, you also get to see the new issue forms in action. That is true. I forget about that. So if I go to invitation, yeah, nice. Your name, Discord username if exists, additional context. I love that. Thanks for the reminder, Tom, and for doing that. I think that change was you, wasn't it? If I go back to the code, let me see. Updated issue template. Yes, that was you. Awesome. Thank you, Tom. Okay. How about setting up an action using the GitHub subtree command so a wiki can be pushed from the docs folder on a push? Yeah, but you want it in the docs folder so you can benefit from the pull requests, commit with issues, knowledge transfer, all that collaboration. I think it's just over-engineering something. Yes, it's possible, and you could do it vice versa. You could go from the docs folder to the wiki, or from the wiki to the docs folder, because the wiki is just a Git repo anyway. But I think ditch the wiki, put it in the code, problem solved. You are welcome. Hopefully you get some more followers. If I refresh this, we won't see the numbers update because there was a bit of a delay. I think it's on different microservice, if I remember correctly from GitHub. So give it like 30 minutes or an hour, and that should then get recalculated. Hopefully we can get you to 20 followers. Okay. Yeah, GitHub is making some massive improvements, and there are some I can't share with you yet, but there are some very, very exciting things still to come this year. It's going to be very, very cool. meaning that the wiki and the docs folder can work simultaneously together. I'll fix the README right now. Yeah, they can work together, but there's no need. It's like saying, I'm trying to think of an analogy, but there's no need. Just ditch the wiki. Just put it in the docs folder. Have a GitHub action deploy the docs folder to GitHub Pages. Done. Cool. Okay. It was Ria, right? Hopefully I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for submitting your profile for review. Looks really good. We can get you some more green squares. Hopefully you've joined Eddie Hub. If I do a refresh, do I see you in the Eddie Hub community? You're still not in the Eddie Hub community. I'm going to hopefully see you there soon. But it looks really good. Just make use of this white space would be my suggestion. Netflix clone. Cool. Looks really good. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, next up we have, let's grab Mohammed's one as well. Good timing, Mohammed. You pasted it at the right time. Everyone, if you shared yours, as I'm finishing one others, feel free to share it again. And then I will try and do it. Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, there are so many different ways and so many different variables you could do this. I just don't think it's more effort and hassle than it's worth. I mean, it sounds cool from an engineering perspective, but yeah, I just think it doesn't add any value. But it's a good idea, and it is definitely possible. I mean, if you try it, give it a try. I just don't think it is that useful, is what I'm saying. But it's good that you suggested it. So I really appreciate the suggestion. Okay, profile picture as well. Great, we can see it's you. So that's really good. You've got your name up there as well, which is great. You've got the bio. Hashtags haven't got spaces in them. I would probably put some spaces in those. Yeah, they seem to have those spaces. You've got your location, which is great for time zone. And then you've got a link as well. And you're also not part of Eddie Hub. Another person, I need some sound effects. I can play some sound effects to get people part of the Eddie Hub organization. Got a bit about you, which is great. Technologies that you use. The only thing I would suggest with the technologies is that a hiring manager might know what those mean, but a HR recruiter might not. And so they might skip over you because they don't realize that you know that technology. So somehow if you could maybe, I don't know, have some text with these as well, I think it would just stand out more. Support me. Looks good. It's short. It's clean. I think it looks good. Definitely need some more green squares though. Oh yeah, you have invite me to the organization. So if I refresh this, let's see, if I refresh it, you should appear. No, it doesn't appear. But it says invite me and it's been closed. The bot has added you. Interesting why it's not showing up. Let me try something. I can check the list, I suppose. If I go back to the organization, have we found a bug? And go to people, find a member. Couldn't find you. Interesting. But the bot says it's added you. That's so weird. I might have to look at that later on. 7 minutes ago. Invitation sent. Oh, you have to accept it. That's my bad. I bet you someone said that in the chat. Awesome. Nice. Finished a release. Such a good feeling to get a release to the customer. Great. Great work. I've tried it in my portfolio once to parse and minify the contents before pushing to GitHub Pages branch. Okay. I just use ASCII docs to generate out of the Markdown or ASCII docs files. Use ASCII Doctor, to deploy it to GitHub Pages for me. But publicize the membership for people who aren't part of the organization to see it. You're absolutely right. But he also needs to accept it for even me to see it. Yeah. Oh yeah, you said that in your next message. Yeah. I completely forgot about that. It's been so long since I've done it myself that I forgot. 52 thumbs up. Awesome. Thanks everyone. Okay. So refresh it now. Maybe they've accepted. Still not yet. Okay, I'll cry after the live stream. Okay, cool. But yeah, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. If you could add a bit more to it over time, I think it will grow naturally. So I think that's really good. Right, who else have we got? Anyone else wants a project or their profile reviewed? Let's have a look. How's the back camera? Give it a stretch. Excuse me. Okay. No worries. We're all still learning all the time. So even I learned something new that you need to accept it. Well, I knew it already, so it wasn't new, but because my memory's terrible, it feels like it's new to me. So no worries. Okay, I still have it open. Let me do a refresh now. Yay, part of the organization. Should we check where is it? Here we go. Oh, I was meant to kind of copy and paste it, not bring it up on the screen. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got some more chats coming in. Let's have a look. I got distracted. Hey, Mandy. Mandy, you always join at the end of my live streams. But thank you so much for joining. I still really appreciate it. Yeah, all accepted. All is good now. Thanks. About reviewing some of the Eddie Hub community projects. Yeah, we could. That's a good idea, Tom. So, I mean, I want to try and get people from the audience doing it, but we could review these. I think people could review everyone listening could review these projects and raise issues on their ideas. You can see some of these projects are quite active, which is great. I know Tom's been doing loads of amazing work reviewing the pull requests for these as well, which has been brilliant. Oh, I haven't even seen this. This has changed. A, B, C, D. So in theory, oh, wow, this is cool. Who did this? This is epic. So you can go to the letter that you want. I love that. I need a sound effect for that. That was epic. Who did that? That was brilliant. Really, really good. Oh, love that. That's made my day, that has. Really, really good. So that was Awesome GitHub Profile. No, that's Oktoberfest practice. And Awesome GitHub Profiles is loading. You might see some familiar names. We've got Anurag, Praveen, Stephen. Just get some examples. So if you want to customize your GitHub profile, get some ideas from here and then submit your profile to it as well. I think we have quite a lot now. We should have maybe an addition to this project could be to have a total. I might raise an issue for that. Raise an issue. Display total profiles available. Shouldn't be too hard to do. I think we could do that. Eddie, I've been implementing the feedback you gave me last time, so it might be worth a look. Yesterday's commit won a hackathon, so maybe a good foot to restart. Nice. Awesome work. All our projects are bad. From a different person's perspective, they're bad because we make so many assumptions. That's why, for me, reviewing them on the live stream isn't like, hey, I know all the answers, but I'm giving you my perspective, and hopefully other people from the community in the live stream are giving you their perspectives. If you all review my GitHub profile, you'll come up with so many suggestions and improvements, and also these projects. We do want to work more on the API because that's going to underpin a lot of our projects as well. Let me share the API so you all can have a look and see. Yeah, it would be great to get feedback on this because this is going to underpin a lot of our other projects. Maybe I should add a screenshot to the README as well. I think it would be quite nice to show an example of how it looks. Yeah, like lots of our projects can be improved as well. Even all our profiles are living projects. Improvise sound effects. Yeah, that definitely scare people off. Absolutely. Eddie Jowd, README needs more content. My one or the API? I lost the API project. I lost the trail of the conversation. So yeah. You know what? If we've got no more stuff to read, is there a way, objective way of rating a GitHub profile? Is there a checklist of things to measure against? Ooh, I have a free course coming out. I've been saying that for like months. I just haven't had time to do it. So hopefully start it again next month, where I want to give people like checkpoints and some tips on what they can do to their profile. Maybe I should just do a simple checklist to get started. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should actually probably raise that. Where's my pen? I want to write it down. Maybe a checklist on your profile of what to include could be good and what not to include. Yes, like that. Let me try and open these sticky notes, and actually, you know what? I'll make a note. I do have a project board somewhere of things I want to do. So let me just make it's on my other screen. So sorry you can't see it for the moment. Give me 2 seconds. Just chat between yourselves. Checklist of GitHub profile customization. I'll make a note and I can look at that later. Thanks, Jez. Really appreciate it. But you know, I'm only as good as the community around me, and so that's why, you know, having community is awesome. I don't think I have an audience. I believe I have a community because we all collaborate and learn from each other and geek out all the time. You're talking about the API. Yes, you're probably right. It probably does need a bit more stuff to the README. But what exactly? I don't want to make it bigger for the sake of making it bigger. What would you say it needs to make it better? It is deployed, so if we go to api.edihub.org, you can see it's running version 0611. So that does work. But raise some issues, get some green squares. Oh, nice. What happens if there was like something like Lighthouse for GitHub profile? Ooh, okay. That is quite interesting. I was thinking of doing something similar for READMEs, like Lighthouses, and maybe you can do some regexes. You know, is there a quick start? Is there a screenshot? Is there like a demo link or something like that? But yeah, that could be quite hard to do, but could be quite cool. Definitely need some co-pilot machine learning stuff going on in there. Yeah, definitely. Some things are taste. Some things are definitely worth having though as well. Oh no, I didn't mean it in that sort of manner, but thanks for clarifying. I won't use that again. You have a checklist. Cool. Good. You have a checklist that you use. Do you share it on socials? That other people use it as well? Okay, I'm thinking it's probably time for my lunch, and I've taken enough of your time, but I really appreciate you all supporting me. 54 likes today. That has been epic. Thank you all so much. I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget, join our Discord, as Krish has shared. I can also do discord.edihub.org. I should probably update that in Nightbot. So yeah, I really appreciate you all joining me in my temporary studio. There's quite a bit of a mess to sort out. You'll see from my Twitter that we were doing recording yesterday with Sarah, and you'll see some bloopers on my Twitter where I was playing behind the green screen. I do have me tripping over a cable somewhere. I need to find it in the video. There was me trying to get to the camera around like this side over here, and I came around here and I tripped over this light that you can't see that's up behind me now. Maybe I should move the camera back real quick, give you a bit behind the scenes. One sec. So yes, the light that's up here, I tripped on that one and I also did trip on that one, but I didn't get that on camera. That was before we hit record. Okay, awesome. Let's have a look. I'm curious to know about what. Sorry, what's for lunch? I think it's vegetarian. Sarah's cooking upstairs. I can smell it. It smells really good. I can take a picture and share it on socials. It's this thing called fool. I don't know how to spell it. It's an Arabic dish where it has like beans and garlic and lemon, and it's so good. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna go have that now. I'm super hungry now. You made me think of it. Created a GitHub discussion checklist and support repo for the README. Can you share a link? Let's bring that up. That's great. And we should pin that then if that's on there. We should pin that to the discussions. That sounds awesome. Let's have a look. So Eddie's short ideas. I might remove some of these things, and let's add yours. Can we filter by people? Not top, not labels. I want to filter by people. Most helpful, Krish. Nice. What's the number of it? Can you tell me the number, and I will bring it up. They want to know. Yeah, I should share more stuff on Instagram, like behind the scenes of what's happening. I will do that. So follow me on Instagram. I don't really use Instagram that much, but I will use it. How old am I? No, I've been going to the gym every day. I will do a video on a day in the life of Eddie, like getting up early, doing some work, live streaming, recording videos, gym, going to the beach, all that stuff. But I'm in so much pain for the gym. I had to have a day off from the gym yesterday. Like everything hurts. Like my personal trainer said, so how do you feel? I feel terrible. I'm in so much pain because of you. Hey, yeah, reviews have been finished. We finished like about 10 minutes ago. But we reviewed. You can submit your project or profile for a review in the next live stream. So do submit it. So yes, we've been going for almost 2 hours. So we are done reviews for today. 1553. Okay, cool. Let me click on the first one. Thank you very much for the number. 155. That seems like a high number, does it not? Oh, you have done it. Okay, awesome. So we should pin this to the top. Let's have a look. That's why you've got so many accepted answers. You accept your own. Hope you found this useful. Accept. I like your trick. I need to do the same. I'm just joking. I won't. But yeah, okay, so it's really good. We should get some more comments on this as well. Give it a thumbs up. I'll have a read of it later. And let me share it so people can give their thoughts and feedback as well. What projects are eligible? Great question. Anything open source, anything that's public and open source, we can review it. Not today though, but submit it for next time. I have to get my lunch. Okay, so let me pin this. Let me see. So it's 1553. It's not found in the page. It must have dropped off the next pages. Okay. Still not found. Wow, it must be a while ago. Really? Oh, I've got searching begins with. Just search for anything. Contains. Okay. Go back to page 1. No. Page 2. No. Really? Page 3? No? Okay. How can I pin it? I can maybe pin it from inside. Eddie, you're being a bit silly. It's because I'm hungry. If I go discussions / I think I can pin it from here. Not create issues. Why can't I pin it? I'll have to check. I'll check afterwards why I can't pin it. But I look forward to seeing lots more submissions. All of them. All of the ones that are open source, definitely. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Tom, thank you so much. I'm talking about my screen and I'm not sharing it. I definitely need to get some lunch. Thank you. But yes, this is the one. And I was trying to see how I could pin it to the discussions. But yes, I wasn't sharing my screen. So stupid of me. Thank you so much. But yes, I don't know why I can't pin it from here. Great issue. Maybe because I have too many pinned already. I'll have a look afterwards. And I got this trick from someone else. No, you do help others. I'm not saying you don't. But yeah, I think answering your own questions is kind of like skewing the results a bit. Good to know. Thank you. I will enjoy lunch and I will say hi to Sarah. We could feel you cringing through the screen. Thanks. Okay, on that note, let's call it a day. Thank you all so much. It has been awesome. Have a great Monday. Have a great week. And we will geek out in Discord. I will see you between live streams and videos in Discord. Bye, everyone.